All right, hello and welcome back to Space Quest Chapter 1. We're going to go through the first half of our adventures here on the planet of Kerona. First thing we're going to do is grab this guy here. And I'm also going to pick this up over here, and then we'll take a look at them. Then we'll pop into our inventory, and we have this. It's a highly reflective piece of broken cockpit glass. And then here, the survival kits. We'll pop that open. Upon opening the survival kit, you discover a xenon army knife and a canister of dehydrated water. Very nice. Okay. Now let's carry on. If we go in any direction here, we will meet an unfortunate fate, which we'll get a hint at here as we walk south. Maybe more than a hint. All right, yes, so we need to walk south from here, and then east. Any other direction will result in our deaths. We'll come over here and then walk north. And we don't actually need to do it this way, but I'm going to grab a little piece of this plant. You snag a small cluster of leaves from the gooey plant. Now, Roger will struggle to get detached from it, but it's okay. That stuff sticks worse than fortnight-old undergarments. That's gross. It is a good thing your gloves are Tefloid coated. All right, now let's get walking, because we're going to have a friend coming to visit us soon. Out of the corner of your eye, you spot an object hurtling from the greenish atmosphere toward the parched surface you currently occupy. Rats. If the eyes don't deceive, that's a Sarian spider droid. They must have detected the escape pod leaving the Arcada. The spider droid must have been sent along to settle any unfinished business. After the jarring impact, small panels open through which legs sprout. You recall reading in an old issue of Space Piston magazine that this droid was designed to seek out organic life forms and self-destruct when close proximity to the target has been activated. Well, let's not allow close proximity then. There is pretty much just one location we can go to where we have any safety from this spider droid. And it is up here, where for whatever reason it's not really able to follow us. Spider is quite relentless in the pursuit of organic beings. Your quandary is that, to the best of your knowledge, you are the only one in the era fitting that description. Well, we'll have to keep that in mind. Alright, so we'll move across here. Let's take a look down here. A section of vertebra near where the head used to be attached extends north and south. To the east is an ominous-looking skull. There is a cave there. I was hoping the game would indicate that to us when we looked, but unfortunately it did not. Maybe there's a spot you can click, but we do have something right here. What started out at one time as mere hairline fractures are now clearly cracks in the imperfect vertebral model. And I believe there's a limited number of times that we can walk on this, or perhaps it's just a limited amount of time we can spend on it overall. I'd say the widening of those cracks is an excellent indication that this thing is not a truly stable unit. And don't you hate the way it makes your brain bounce around like a handball in that spare cranial space? I do hate that. So yeah, I think there's a limited amount of time you can spend on that, but we will only need to cross it twice. I don't know if that's a spoiler or a foreshadowing or what you want to call it. Crawling in this tunnel also results in our death from some unseen little critter that devours us and then spits out our bones. It looks interesting, although hard to tell from where you are standing. It may be a sign. If you got closer, maybe you could read it. Well, let's give it a shot. Let's see if we can read this. Oh, we're getting thirsty. Okay. Let's take a sip of our dehydrated water. And for some reason, we're able to take our helmet off, but we don't leave it off. I don't know. That dehydrated water really hit the spot. That should keep you going a bit longer. Very well. All right, let's step forward here. Whoops. Whee! Hey, what's the deal here? That elevator doesn't lower, it sucks. Weird. All right, let's take a look over here. This stalagmite has obviously been broken loose previously and set back in place. That being the being responsible, most likely your Keronian counterpart, tried to fool everyone else by using some sticky gunk to hold it together. Like that would actually fool anyone. So yeah, so we didn't get any of the purple plant outside. We could get it here. You flex those incredible muscles you wish you had, but you're barely able to snap loose the previously fractured stalagmite tip. Alright, let's continue forward. Very good. You know what? I think, let's show some of these deaths. I'm going to pause things here. Alright, let's see what happens if we try to sneak past. Well, let's take a look first. The grate is made of metal and seems to be fastened securely to the floor. A strange tentacle beast lurks at the bottom of the pit. If we just try to sneak past the beast, what happens? Oops. Crunch, crunch, crunch. You've been snatched out of existence by the tentacled beast lurking beneath the grate. You feel the painful sting of digestive fluids. Don't stop now, we're having so much fun watching you. Alright, let's restore. Alright, take 2. So what we're going to do is take some of this sticky sap here and put it on the ground in front of the tentacle beast. And its 2 snatching tentacles get stuck, allowing us to sneak right past. Apparently the eyeball and these smaller tentacles are not a threat. Alright, let's take this stalagmite piece, and actually, we'll just take a look quickly. It's an odd closed door with no apparent mechanism for opening it, and over here, it's a pulsating steam geyser, and by taking this piece, and wedge it in there, and that allows us through. And now we'll see our next death. Let's take a sip of this delicious looking green water. Well, Scott, looks like Roger has done it again. He sure does. It sure does, Mark. Let's run that one again with the aid of our new How He Blew It cam and chalkboard. These are the, quote, 2 guys from Andromeda, which is kind of the nickname the designers gave themselves. I have to say that carefully, Mark. Every time we mention something with a trademark or copyright, the lawyers come out to feed. Instant replay. Now this is where Roger makes the fatal move. And we can all see the results of that mistake. I don't know about you, Scott. Personally, I like to know exactly what I'm messing with before I actually mess with it. I guess he'll know better next time. Ouch. Alright. Sure you've died a few deaths before, but this one really burns you. Planets are depending on you. Seeing you do stuff like this definitely making them nervous. Alright, well, let's come this way. All we have to do is just walk past the acid pool. There's no actual use to it. It's just a trap way for us to die. And the electric beams seem to form some sort of electronic barrier across the path. Well, I'm not afraid of some little beams. Whoops! Well, Scott, it looks like Roger's done it yet another time. It sure seems that way. For those who might have missed that last move by Roger, or if, like me, you just want another look at it, let's roll it again. Instant replay. Whoops. You gotta give him some high marks for truly fine execution. We'll have to give him a strong 9.8. We found quite a number of forms to transform into. This is the first time you've been wafer style. Alright. Hang on. Alright, so this puzzle is obviously pretty obvious, particularly when this piece of glass is specifically referred to as highly reflective. Well, we'll take it here and put it in between the lasers. You have quite cleverly turned the beam upon itself, frying and fusing it into a state of inoperability. Excellent. All right, let's continue around. And this next part I find actually quite frustrating, so I won't die intentionally, but I will probably do so accidentally. Where if we look, it's an upper pathway in a slightly smaller chamber of the underground complex. Near the middle section of the path, the acid drops have formed a pattern of little holes. No, it's not a dot-to-dot puzzle. Alright, so we just basically have to try to time things here and step to the safe locations. So I'm basically watching these two drops and trying to get to this spot without getting hit by them. Okay. And now I'm going to watch these two drops and try to get to this spot. That was a good time to go. Shows that. Alright. And now I'm really just watching this one. Alright. Very good. We will return, and if I do not die that time, I will make sure to do so intentionally so we can see what happens. As soon as you enter the room, you find yourself surrounded by darkness. Suddenly, you become aware of the fact that you cannot move or speak. A strange, unknown force has taken over. A massive holographic image appears before you. Ooh, spooky. It begins to speak. So, you have found your way to my hallowed chamber. Fortunately, there is much more to you than meets the eye. That is fortunate. I have been monitoring your travels on our planet. It appears that you are up to the proverbial estuary without a means of locomotion. In other words, you're on the Leather Express, slapping the dogs, pounding the sand. You'd kill for a fine ride. We need a car. You are obviously in need of transportation. Let us see if you are worthy of our assistance. On the surface lives a beast called Orat. He proves to be a bit of an annoyance on occasion. Dispose of him and bring back evidence of your conquest. Only then will I deal with your plight. Good luck, strange one. Bring to me evidence of the beast Orat's demise, and we'll talk. With that, you find yourself transported back to the surface. Alright. And hang on. Alright, so a couple more deaths we have to show here. Oh, there's one. Let's meet the spider droid. That did not go well. But our helmet survived. How convenient, and blown into handy bite-sized chunks. I guess that space piston article wasn't fiction. There's nothing quite like stretching out, enjoying the wide open spaces. Alright, let's head up north now to this cave I mentioned before. Should be able to get there just fine. You don't have time for... Oh, fine. We'll do it later. I hope I can get through here. I can. We'll get some water later. There, Roger. Oh, guess we have a moment. Never mind. No, we didn't. That was a mistake. Oops. Alright, I guess no stopping for water this time. So we'll just head straight in here, and actually I will quickly... Okay. Oops. We're gonna head down. Yeah, I know, you already said that. And we have found the Orat, so let's go say hi to him. Walls are... Nope. Oh, no. Not wanting to look at it. That's fine. Whoops. Orat has transformed you into a new piece of recreational equipment. Along with finding extreme and extremely rude, you don't survive it. It's tough to make friends around here. Relax, stretch out, restore, and let's get back to it. There's adventuring to be done. Okay, let's get the spider on board. Is he still around? Should be. There it is. Alright, so let's come in here. I'm going to try to do things very rapidly. Orat is huge and ugly. Of course, your opinion may differ depending on what part of the universe you come from. You also get the impression that he might be quite mean. hide behind this rock. Ooh. Maybe I can just walk over. It's too late for that. Oh, that was too slow. Oop, hang on. Alright. Third time's the charm, I think. As soon as I see the spider droid, we'll just come in here. And we're going to pop over behind this rock. And now the drone has a new target. You shiver at the sight of the spidery droid entering the cave on its spindly legs. The cold metallic body searches for something to get up close and personal with. This could be interesting. Now that was cool. That killed 2 problems with no stones. This gleaming chunk of Orat's anatomy is the only visible proof that Orat's ever existed. After that explosion, it's amazing there's much left. Ooh, let's take a look at these skulls. You reach down and take the Orat part in your hand. Some of it oozes to fill the space between your fingers. Gross. A pile of skulls lie here sucked clean by Orat, or was a result of them writing too many adventure games. Alright. So yes, we have one final death to display. So let's come over here. Actually, I guess I need to come down here, don't I? I don't know. Doesn't matter. We will get there one way or another. Yeah, this was definitely the long way around. Alright, we'll take some water so that message will stop playing. Such a thirsty fella there, Roger. Should be the last time we need anything to drink. You know what? It's not worth it. We're just going to advance forward. We showed a lot of the deaths. I think that's good enough. I think you get less points from it, but you can cause this bone to drop on the spider droid. Of course, if you do that, I'm not actually sure how you get across here, but... or maybe you just push... Yeah, maybe you push that one off, and it lands on him. Alright, we'll come back around again, and go visit our friend, the giant holographic face. I don't know if you can go back in the same way you came, so I always go all the way around. But it's awfully rude that we have to do this acid puzzle twice. Not to mention just doing the whole walk again. I bet you're getting to truly hate this elevator. It's not my favorite. Actually, I don't mind. Pretty sure Roger hates it, though. Luckily, the rest of this is still taken care of, so we don't have to worry about it. You go right past the tentacle monster, right through the doorway, skip past the acid, go right by the crystal electric gate, I don't know. And as we round the corner and come up here, I will save again, lest I perish. Alright. There we go. 2 and 3. Alright. Oh, there it is. You are unpleasantly surprised by a drop of searing acid which bores its way to your feet. And yes, we scream out, "I'm melting." That's some seriously deep pain. Alright. Okay. Never died from that one on this route. It was the first time for everything. Okay. And... what? Why does this keep happening? Is there one up there that I just don't see? I guess that one doesn't really have a spot on the ground. I just never quite had it come up before. It's the worst. Alright, I'm just gonna pause for a moment until I get past. Alright, there we go. Took 3 or 4 more tries, but we are finally past. Now we can deliver the Orat piece. Again, the massive holographic image appears before you. You have returned. Do you have proof of the destruction of Orat? If so, drop it before me. We do. You drop the Orat part to the ground. The vision is silent as the dainty morsel splats to the dry soil. You are startled by a rumbling. Suddenly, an oddly shaped door comes into view and slowly opens. You hear a voice, different this time, beckoning you to step forward. This should be safe. When you step through, the door slides closed with a faint hissing sound. You are alone in a large room full of strange equipment. That guy looks terrifying. Please, don't be alarmed. We intend no harm. We are a peaceful race. We are cautious, however. Others don't share our way of life. Welcome to Kerona. You are standing in the power generation facility of our underground settlement. All power here is produced by steam. That is unimportant to you, however. We have promised you teleportation. It is a skimmer. It hovers approximately 1/2 meter above the traveling surface. This is very important because of Grell. Grell and his like dwell in caves below the sand. If you stand on the surface too long, you chance becoming a rare moist meal for him. That would be the worm creature. The skimmer is programmed to take you to a settlement on the other side of Kerona called Ulens Flats. You can make further travel arrangements there. I am sorry this is all we can offer. I hope your trip is a safe one. Board the skimmer when you are ready to depart. Good luck, strange one. Alright, so we can board the skimmer right away, but first, nothing visible on the computer screen. We have this console here, and I would like to see what is on this cartridge we stole. Retrieved. Loading. Whoever shall read this, my name is Dr. Slash Vohall. I am a scientist with the Star Generator Project aboard the Star Lab Arcada. We have just successfully completed development and testing of the Star Generator. During this time, I have come to believe that our progress has been monitored by others. I fear that the Sarians may have learned of our mission. If my fears prove true, the Star Generator and the people of our universe are in serious jeopardy. The Star Generator is a miraculous device. Used as intended, it will help preserve life for eons to come. Used as a device for evil, it will cause the destruction of millions of lives and enslave all who oppose the Sarians. Encoded within this cartridge are all the plans and specifications for the construction of the Star Generator. Should any disaster befall the Star Generator project, scientists would be able to create a duplicate of the Star Generator with this information. Please guard it with your life and return it to the Xenon ruling body, as quickly as possible. Imperial note, the Star Generator is capable of self-destruction. This was introduced to the system as a precaution. To activate it, one must enter the code 9265. I have to keep that in mind, 9265. At a 5-minute time, we'll begin to count down. Beware, anyone within 5 kilometers of the Star Generator will be in danger once the timer has been initiated. Please be careful and good luck. Alright, so we have that, and we have our code saved, and we want to make sure that we retrieve the cartridge and don't leave it behind, because the people on Xenon need that. However, we will actually be ending the video right here, and when we return, we will make the trip to the Ulens Plains, or however you pronounce it, and from there hopefully find transportation off-world. But until then, see ya.